I'm attempting the longest climb of Everest in history. From England, I've already swam 35k across the English Channel, cycled 12,000k across 19 countries to sea level in India, ditched a bike, and ran 900k to Kathmandu, Nepal. Now I'm in the final stage, a 360km trek to base camp, but it's going to be far from easy.
Top 10 hardest days of the whole 200.
Following in the footsteps of the first ever climb of Everest, I'll start from the British Embassy, hiking 50,000 feet of elevation through the Himalayas, completely self-supported. Through the hottest,
dangerous in this weather,
and the coldest weather of the entire journey.
Today, tough.
Through valleys and over mighty peaks. Oh, and then I have to climb them. You join me, camped by a dry riverbed with over 200k left to go. So far, it's been hot but flat, but now we're heading into the mountains, and every single day will be harder than the last. And today started with some bad news.
Yesterday my knee kind of gave way, you get a bit.
the bad one.
It's mega, yeah. It's quite sore.
Do you want to take a rest day?
No. Someone's woken up early, put all the stuff in 2 bags, taking it to where we're finishing, and then he's coming back. It's going to be this hot at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You worried about your knee?
Not yet. Ask me by the end of the day.
If it gets worse, mate, it might not be a bad shout to just take a rest day.
Yeah, but I need
So
to
if it's
get out.
more-
I need a bit of altitude.
I know, but better to be a day less acclimatised than have a knee.
Yeah.
Just got to make the best tactical move.
Aye. It'll be alright, I think.
Yeah, I think it will. I'm a bit worried because this is the first time genuinely in 6 months since the channel I've seen his psyche crack. Like he's in a bad mood, he's complaining, he's really anxious, like he needs to be in fighting form to even have a shot at Everest. And this is the first time I've seen him properly worried, even though he won't admit it. See what happens.
Every part of this mission has been overshadowed by the fear of injury. Now, so close to Everest, a serious one could be catastrophic. But all I could do was take it easy and pray.
The hero returns. How was your journey?
Pretty good.
Well done, mate, thank you.
Actually, really easy. Yeah. I got a ride there from a truck driver who was delivering a truck full of Mountain Dew to either Paploo or Lukla, I wasn't sure. And then, yeah, just got a bus back. Bus drove by. Easy.
Nice. Now we're sat in a bus stop, eating cheese balls.
I was so grateful to be bag-free today. My knee needed every chance it could get. Together, we pushed forward into some hefty uphill.
How you feeling about this uphill right now?
I like hop hills. It actually does, it hurts my knee a lot less.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Because there's no impact or anything.
You are limping now. Sure.
Luck was favouring me today, and I was feeling a bit more optimistic, but it was a reminder of how precarious everything I'd worked for was. At any moment, one tiny mistake could end the journey, just like that.
Let's talk about the fact that Courtney's done this whole thing with a fear of heights.
And I'm gonna do a bungee.
Yes, you are.
What else are you scared of?
Horses.
You just said you love horses last night.
Yeah, I'm scared of them though. Birds.
How's your knee feeling?
Better, now we're 10k in, it's warmed up a bit.
How far are we going today? What's the crack with that?
25k to a nice town. Love this winging it every day. It's something beautiful about not knowing where you're going to be sleeping every single morning.
I'll walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
It's such a wild frame.
Huh?
How are we doing, Mitch?
I'm not worried about it. It's just the first time it's twinged since the start of the expedition.
Better or worse than this morning?
Same,
Same.
which is good.
Okay.
Little bit of swelling, I think it's come now, but that's natural.
That would happen. How are you doing, Courtney?
I'm tremendous right now. I'm feeling very good and stretched. I've got some onlookers.
We've just been doing some route planning. What have you discovered?
So we're gonna go up. Because turns out Mount Everest is actually on top of a mountain. So tomorrow we're going up 1,500 meters We're going up 1,500 meters over, what is it? 21 kilometers, which is quite
Pretty spicy.
From now on, every day would be harder than the last. But cameraman Stan had bigger worries, trying to get us to act natural while he filmed us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Let's walk in slow motion.
I actually have one of the hardest jobs in the world. Just wanted to let everybody know. It's a combination of playgroup leader, producer, filmmaker,
And Papa.
and
Mama.
daddy.
And Mama.
My knee was still hurting, but it hadn't gotten any worse, so I was quietly optimistic as we kept on through the endless valley. Only one more obstacle stood between us and the end of the day.
Right, what's coming up at the end of the day?
Don't tell her, don't tell her. It's a secret.
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh,
Doggies.
it's doggies at the end of the day.
Wait, what?
Lots of poochies.
There's puppies? Are you serious? Are you kidding?
Oh.
What, like a farm?
We've got a very large, very thin metal bridge coming up, and Courtney's scared of heights. Honestly, the puppies are so unnecessarily close.
Oh, is it the bridge? Is there a bridge and puppies, or is it?
I really thought the puppies thing was cruel from somewhere there, I can't lie.
Wait, are you serious?
There's no puppies. Quite a low one.
Where's the puppies?
Come on! Right, make sure to go slowly or else snap.
Quick, quickly!
How is this any better? Also fair play to Steph.
Honestly, I don't know what I was so freaked out about. It was honestly really fun.
We've been following the valley basically, dropped down from Kathmandu. We've been following like between 400 and 600 meters, so really low, really hot for the last week. And now finally the climb starts.
And how's your knee doing?
Same as yesterday. We're alright, we're fine. Especially now that it's
What do you think, Tim? Do you think it's going to be fine?
Nah.
Courtney! do you think Mitch is going to be fine?
Oh, absolutely. I've never met a stronger person in my life.
Here they come, the gang, the squad, the fam.
let the climb begin.
And that, ladies and gents, is where we're going.
It was time to leave the valley behind and head straight into the mountains. We're about to cross the river for the last time. And this point right here is the lowest I'm going to be. Even when we fly back to Kathmandu, Kathmandu's at 1400. So this is going to be the lowest I'm going to be until I land back at Heathrow in about 3 months.
Mental.
If you want to pass, you have to answer my riddle.
Oh look, it's the bridge troll. What's the riddle?
What's the middle?
Who's 5'6", taller than Canadian average, and will get a back rub tonight from Timo?
You're 5'6"? No way. I'm gonna go 4'10" max. Okay, I'm walking through now. You're a problem.
Today was 1200 meters of unbroken climbing, which was better for my knee and worse in every other way.
And so the uphill begins.
It was over 30 degrees and the steep roads and rocky paths sapped all our energy. It was a rude introduction to the rest of our journey. And about halfway through the climb, we realised we had a problem.
So we have a slight problem, don't we?
Yeah.
In that we all thought that there would be more shops than there are, because every day so far we've just been buying water as we go.
So, we'll go here, but how dehydrated? You know, we've climbed about 600 already.
And we all brought about a litre of water each, which is now gone.
Well, that was stupid.
It's dangerous in this weather.
It is. It's well over 30. But there was absolutely nothing around here. In this weather, heat stroke was a real dangerous reality, and Courtney was beginning to get dizzy. But just in time, we stumbled upon our salvation.
We stopped at a little health centre and they very kind nurses, the doctors here, offered us some water, which is well needed because we were super dehydrated.
That's the most beautiful sound I've ever heard in my life. Very, very kind.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice people. Yeah. Very, very kind.
Risk averted, we pushed on in search of the first roadside tea house on today's route. Having finally completed most of the climb, we badly needed a refuel.
I don't think it's a real place. That's Gussie.
No, I don't need that. You have more food?
No food?
No lunch.
No food?
No lunch.
How far away from 13,000 are you?
What's the Strava on?
What's the Strava on?
184.62.
Holy shit. There you go.
Huh?
That's it?
Is it?
Yeah?
Sure.
Yes? 13,000
Let's go.
kilometres, mate.
13,000K.
30,000k.
Yeah, do that.
Hold the camera so me and Stan can have a hug.
Okay.
We can't hug.
This is an organic moment.
It had been the toughest day yet, but we were finally almost at the end. Another couple of hours push along the ridge of the mountain, and we'd made it to our highest altitude yet.
Hello.
Your head's looking especially shiny today to me. Look at that shot.
Whoa.
Oh
It
my God,
looks like
wow.
a sand dune.
Today was a lot of up.
There was a lot of up.
Today was just up.
Nothing but up.
Big one.
But at least it was a short day. Tomorrow's going to be much worse.
Tomorrow's gonna be f***ing hell. Tomorrow we're doing 25 uphill. Then the day after like 22. The day after that we have 29 uphill.
Who f***ing planned this?
It's gonna be 29k just uphill.
You excited for that, Courtney?
No, this is my favorite part of the day, zoning out you guys while you talk about the route. I like to just rock up, head empty, head down.
Yeah, it's always it.
Yes.
Good morning.
Vietnam.
Hey, it's a good job we've done the hard day, right?
Yeah, another 1,000 climbs.
Another 1,000 climbs.
So another Snowdon in the big day.
Yes, but it's more annoying because we go to 1,000 up, 7 on the down,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, at least yesterday was all pain.
at least yesterday was all up.
It's just relentless. That's fine. Do it.
Closer and closer now to Everest.
And we can really feel it now. We turned from the valley and actually started going up and directly north, directly towards Everest. So now not only we're going up, we're going in a straight line, straight towards it, 8,400 meters up. So it's pretty mad. Everything's just like a bit of a blurred dream. Even when complete, will take a while to process.
I think the more you think about something that's going to happen, the less real it will feel.
Yeah.
Until it does happen.
You take it one day at a time, you compartmentalize it to the level, to the extreme that I do. The negative of that is it kind of make it feel mega abstract when you actually do it,
Yeah.
because you almost don't believe you've done it.
I think maybe it will hit a little bit more when you see the Himalayas.
Yeah, but as soon as I see the Himalayas properly, I'll just get like a 5-year-old boy again. It'll be great.
That's going to energise us so much. I hope it's today.
It was a tough slog uphill this morning, and knowing that almost all the elevation we were gaining we'd have lost by the end of the day was demoralising. But by chance encounter, we discovered something that could turn the day around.
There might be a route that cuts off about 4k of the main road. The local guides has said does exist. So we're hoping that it will work, because if not, it's going to be a big heck of a climb to get back up. Steep climb, but then it could shave off a whole 4k.
This news was a big boost. We were off the main road, cutting out kilometres. Oh, and hitting a big milestone too.
200k!
200!
200k right here.
200k!
We did it!
We're currently...
Guys!
Oh wow, good spot. So we've got a massive flock of vultures here. So we have some questions about the route that we've been told to follow.
We're going either over that mountain or over that one. Either way, it's pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is generally the characteristic of a mountain that you can expect the most.
This diversion that could save us 4k is either going to be the best decision or the worst decision we've taken.
I'll be honest, we weren't 100% sure we were going the right way. And after the treacherous landslides and steep mountainside, getting a tiny bit lost in the bushes didn't help our confidence.
It's definitely still a prominent enough path that you won't through.
We're not going to lose the path. I worry about the path losing us.
Think down.
The actual path I take looks more left.
Yeah, need to be a bit on the right.
This is more trodden.
Definitely left.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had 7 good knees between us and a vague direction. We eventually made it to the top of the mountain.
Really are in nature now, aren't we? Moments like this when you can hear monkeys like calling across the valley.
Not a single person or car to be heard.
Sick. I bloody love it, I do.
Finally, we were through the worst of it, and as the sun got low, we made our way down a gentle slope towards the end.
Mitch,
Oh.
I like your stick.
Yeah, this is my stick. We've still got 150k to go, but I'm going to try and make an ADHD promise and tell you I'm not going to lose this until Everest base camp.
I don't think there's much that you're carrying that you can guarantee will make it to base camp. You are very likely to lose some
I reckon my backpack will make it to base camp, but we'll see. We can keep my stick. We are 200k into the trek from Kathmandu to Lukla, and I'm absolutely smashed to think that this was named 12,000k to Everest and we hit 13,000 yesterday, still being 150k away from the mountain. So yeah, limitless 13,150k to Everest. We're nearly there. We're gonna make it.
Day 2 of taking a big stick to Everest Base Camp.
Life or death this, mate. Couldn't do it without it, to be honest. I wish I had the stick for the swim, the cycle, the run.
So you have order events today?
Order of events is climb, 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 climb.
Today was another brutal continuous climb to over 3,000 metres, where altitude sickness can start to kick in. It had been a relentless few weeks, and I was struggling with fatigue today. Blisters were raging, legs aching, minds exhausted, but we kept plodding on.
Where are we?
We are in some beautiful little tea house, halfway up the climb for today.
We've met the world's cutest dog.
Oh my god, he is.
He actually. I think it's just every period.
With all that emotion raging, I made a terrible mistake.
Mitch, what's happened?
I've lasted less than 24 hours with the stick I was intending to keep to base camp.
Seems kind of fitting though that a challenge born in the fires of ADHD should be lost in the fires of ADHD.
You said it so poetically, so true. Alright, okay, it's fine, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
It was already
We were all worried until you said
It was
that.
already.
Stickless and heartbroken, still exhausted, I pushed on up the rest of the mountain, across some disgusting terrain, but eventually made it to the end of the day.
Right, another day is done.
One more day until Paploo.
How was that?
Today, tough.
Was it?
Really struggled the first. I told you I struggled today. I struggled the first 2 hours. Just like really fatigued. Really fatigued for the first couple of hours. It happens. But got some magnesium for the end of the day.
That will help.
We are just under 3,000 metres at this gorgeous little family lodge.
They're literally still building it around it.
They're chiseling the rock by hand to make the bricks to build that house or structure that they're doing.
Aren't people mint?
This was probably the lowest I'd felt since the run, but it seemed the mountain gods wanted me to succeed, because the next morning they sent me a message.
Special morning today. We can see Mount Everest. Clear as day. It's pretty cool to be seeing it for the first time of the entire expedition.
Come all the way, haven't we?
Yeah. See it from this angle, like an angle that I've never seen it before. It's really cool.
Mate, you f***ing human powered from Britain here.
Dover to looking at Everest itself.
Right then, logistics queen, tell me all about the day.
Today was going to be a 29-kilometer day, but the lovely owner of the guest house just told us about a couple of shortcuts. So hopefully we can shave off about 8 or 9 kilometers today, which is absolutely brilliant.
This was the boost we all desperately needed for me to finally see my goal for the first time in over 13,000 kilometers, and 7 months of struggle was overwhelming. Couple this with the news that our dreaded 28k day was going to be much easier. To bring us back down to earth, the day hit us with a massive, relentless downhill, 1,500 meters of tricky footing, and the worst possible terrain for my knee.
The knees are getting smashed.
Yeah, what height are we at now?
Quite high, and we go down to quite low.
Thanks, logistics queen. Anything to add?
Just I hope we don't tumble to our untimely deaths, to be honest.
Look at that boom! Look at that boom! Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh.
This is today's dog. We've had one every day basically since we left.
Mitch has got a new stick.
We're on our second stick to take the base camp. This one will make it.
This one's definitely coming to base camp, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I believe you.
Me too.
With a dog and a new stick to keep spirits up, we half trekked, half fell down the rest of the downhill to the valley. My knee just about holding it together by a thread. We all needed a pick-me-up and decided that jumping into literal freezing water was the way to do it.
We are at the beautiful, crystal clear glacial river now. It is going to be cold, but it is beautiful. So, time for a dip. Oh, it's cold! Ah!
It's funny that we've been dreading today for ages because we thought it was going to be a 29k day.
Having some coffee and some noodles along the way. Like, life couldn't get any better, could it?
Oh yes, it could.
Had a good time then, I guess.
Hey! Good content. Yeah, we've got a new dog following as well. We'll see how far he comes.
I think he's fallen in love with our first dog.
We've got a whole family of dogs.
They all look related.
Yeah, they really do.
Morale, somehow, was sky high this afternoon. We were still climbing, my knee still wobbling, but we had dogs, a swim, and the sight of the tallest mountain on Earth powering us forward. Every one of us felt unstoppable. We protect that feeling, and by proxy, our adopted doggos, with our lives. Dog safe alongside us. A final slog took us to the literal end of the road, Paploo. This was a huge milestone. From here we'd be heading on to mountain paths, and it was also our first rest day in 10 brutal days of trekking. The end was starting to come into view.
Look who's still here.
Oh, hi, my baby. She's ready to go. We are heading from Paploo up to Lukla. 2 days. We're being joined by two of the amazing guides from AGA. We have Tenji and Pasangelji joining us for the next 40k.
Timo, you ready to trek? Goody, you ready to trek?
Yeah, I never stopped being ready.
Stan, are you ready to trek?
Never been readier in my whole entire life.
Dad's on the roof again.
You sound like Chewbacca.
With our dog on side to keep morale up, today was supposed to be an easy day. Lots of climbing, but only over 17k, or so we were told.
So we arguably made a mistake last night, which was to watch the film Everest, 2015 movie about the 1996 disaster which killed
9 people.
which I'm sure wasn't a comforting watch for Mitch.
To watch the movie now, like a couple of weeks before climbing it, is a different kettle of fish. But you learn a lot from the movie as well. Listen to yourself, listen to your body. Most importantly, listen to your guides.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're 50 meters from that summit. If you're told to turn around, you turn around because you can do it again.
You can't if you're dead.
You can't if you're dead.
Do you feel ready for it?
I feel as ready as I'll ever be. Yeah. That's me at base camp again. It's just, but what comes down to it now is nature and luck. And that's it. We're at the mercy of it. And all you can do is pray that she's in a good mood on the day you go up.
Everest was no longer a far-off dream. With the Himalayas as a backdrop, so close to base camp, the reality was coming into focus.
Lunchtime at the highest position yet.
How high are we?
3,100.
Shame we've got to go down to 1400 again, isn't it?
3-1 down to 1-4, up to 2-7.
Sake.
Hello! I'm really happy because I've still got my stick.
It was already starting to get late in the day, and we were only just realising how far we still had to go. What was meant to only be 17k, we had discovered was actually 30k, and almost all of that was steep climbing. As we fell back down into the valley again, the sun started to get low.
4, so we're not going to make it before sunset because the day's been a heck of a lot longer than expected. 700 up, 1400 down, and another 700 up.
How many k's are we on now?
24.
And we've got 6 to go at least.
Yeah, so you see where we're heading, and it's bloody far away.
Just there.
Someone's got another dodgy belly after lunch.
Seems to happen a lot to me.
But it is absolutely stunning. A tough day now to finish, but it'll be worth it because then only 18k tomorrow.
This downhill, over uneven terrain, was playing havoc with my knee.
Right, this slightly shaky shot because I'm trying to hold my footing.
The knees are shot. We're running out of sunlight. We're going to try and get as far up as we can before the light finishes. It'll be about a 30k day.
This terrain isn't ideal for your knees, is it?
The 1400 down is not good for any knees, let alone mine.
We eventually made it down to the valley, but with a huge climb still to go, and the sun already set, things weren't looking good.
Right, I'm vlogging because I'm too to catch up with Mitch. We're about an hour away from the end. The sun's borderline set. Everyone's a bit f***ed. I'm sick. I think Courtney's sick. Mitch's knees are f***ed. It's been a tough day.
We made a start at the climb, but at the next guest house we had a decision to make, carry on or call it. And after a while, we decided to end the day there.
How are we feeling this fine night?
Everyone's a wee bit tired.
Yeah, move it.
But the important thing is only 21k until Lukla and the start of the base camp trek, which is
And then we have 5 days.
fantastic. Then we have 5 days to rest up, stretch
I've
up.
been retching out.
I'm going to do an acclimatization hike.
Didn't projectile vomited and we were all listening going, oh, poor Stan.
Where are we going?
Lukla!
Mitch,
Yeah.
you're not forgetting anything?
Fuck. Do so well with it.
With our early finish yesterday, today was set to be the hardest day by far. 2,100 metres of uphill elevation, up, down and up again, over 25k. It was going to be miserable, but today was the final day before the official base camp trek began.
We've got a 1,400 metre climb today after a beast of a day yesterday, so I'm going back to mountain training days. Every 30 minutes we're having a 2.5 minute breaks. Every hour we're having four or 5 minutes, 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. So it means every hour we're only having 4 or 5 minutes break. Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah.
I'm so glad you two are here to encourage each other.
The first few hours were a violent, unending slog uphill, and knowing how far we still had to go was getting to all of us. Physically and mentally, today was rough.
How you holding up, Mitch?
Good buddy, you?
Yeah, not bad. A lot of uphill today.
1,700 metres of it.
No, total like 2 Scarfell hikes over the course of about 20k.
It's pretty big.
Sit rep, please.
Hot. Tired. Probably another 7 hours until we get to Lukla. And it's hot.
How are you doing, Courtney?
Chill.
We kept pushing up another 700 metres of elevation, nobody talking, each of us buried deep in a pain hole. But like everything, this stretch of pain ended, if only briefly.
Finally got to basically the top of the first peak today.
We've climbed 1,400 so far, and we've got a 2k of relatively flatness before.
We dropped down 1,000
Drop down 1,000,
and then
back
go
up
up 700. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Which is lovely, isn't it? We love that.
I love mine. And my
That's
knees.
great. I like going f***ing up and down
My knees
over and over and
My
over
knees
again.
love that especially.
We traversed a treacherous dirt road, surrounded by landslides, until we reached the start of the downhill and saw our goal,
Lukla.
No way. The final destination.
which was cool, but demoralising. We were f***ed, and it looked an awfully long way away.
Everyone is struggling a lot today. This downhill is f***ing ridiculous. Been a bit of a brutal one really, and a lot longer lasting than anyone expected because it has only been 21k. But yeah, Mitch's knee just twinged, but we are now 3.5k from the finish. All we have to do is head up 2,000 feet. Courtney's definitely struggling as well, so it'll be a nice tough push to get this one done. Right, Mitch.
From Paploo.
Rep.
Just finished the actual last down. But yeah, I think me and Courtney, our knees are a bit sore.
Yeah.
You've had a f***ing day, to be fair.
Yeah, I've not had a good day.
This is the end of the road.
This is literally the end of the track. Now only porters can go from this point. Let's get to Lukla.
Get there, mate. Good lord, let's get there.
Battered and broken, we began the final 700 metre trudge up the side of the mountain. But it was hard to feel sorry for ourselves watching the porters, the wonderful humans who transport almost everything in the mountains, struggle up beside us, laden with insane loads. This trek had been an insane slog, much harder than I'd imagined, but we'd chosen to be here, and I was in the final stretch of completing my dream.
From the final stretch. Lukla is like here, the airport's just above there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got dizzy from that.
This is definitely within the top 10 hardest days of the whole 200.
It's the timing of it all as well, just putting this climb at the end.
Yeah.
When you're so f***ed. I would say this is probably the edge of Lukla, no?
Oh my god.
Pretty
no
close.
Tough day, Tenji.
Yeah, tough day. We've all struggled. All of us. But that is Lukla.
13,100 and something. And we're at the gateway to Everest. Finally. Mental. Ooh-wee! 350k height nearly. Over 300, about 300 now.
Yeah, and after that only f***ing period.
That's incredible.
Tears in our eyes, we made it the final few hundred metres through the town. We were in Lukla. We had done it.
Is this the place?
Yes, it is. England to Lukla. I can't believe it.
From now, we'll rest up a few days while we wait for the team to arrive. They'll join us for the final 65 kilometres to base camp. And after that, it's only the tallest mountain on Earth to go. We are finally almost there. Oh, and one more thing. The dog made it too,